Okay, in this episode of Tales from the Toolbox, we're going to talk about a little old lady and the end of fall going into winter and her dryer. So I was probably about maybe, 3 months into doing appliance repair. Still under training as far as my ex-father-in-law was concerned. But we went to go take a look at this woman's dryer who's, she only had the dryer about maybe, 3-4 days maybe. So we get the service call for it. And this call actually changed the way I diagnose dryers. So we get out there and she says, well, my dryer's not drying. All right. So we go and I start tearing this thing apart. I'm checking out the resistors, checking out the thermostats, make sure the coils are good, all that good stuff. And I went tip to tail on this thing. Couldn't find anything wrong with it. So at that point, I decided to go around to the back with my flashlight just to check out the vent. So I look in the vent and I see what looks like a hand towel. But after I got through pulling this thing out, it was about the size of a beach towel. So I got to take it back into the lady and I'm like, so tell me what was going on here? And without missing a beat, she looks at me with the most serious expression on her face and said, well, yeah, all the heat was getting out of my house. So, long story short on this one, after my ex-father-in-law excused himself to go outside and start laughing, I could hear him cackling out by the truck. I had to explain to her how a dryer worked. Now, here's what she was thinking. So, being that it was late in the fall, and also the early morning times when she would actually dry her clothes, and her dryer was sitting next to her sink. Because in South Georgia, there's a lot of places that are set up like that. So what she was seeing was, she was seeing all the steam coming out of the dryer vent early in the morning and everything, thinking that it was the heat getting out of her house. Now, it took me 45 minutes to explain to her how a dryer worked, with 43 minutes of it being, but that's all the heat getting out of my house. So it just goes to show you, sometimes you got to educate your customer on the operations of everything besides, letting them know that no, it's not the heat getting out of your house. But ever since that call, I always look at the dryer vent first and then go from there, because everybody who's in appliance repair will tell you your first rule is check your incoming power. On a dryer, I'll check the vent first, then I'll check the incoming power. But anyhow, that's your tale from the toolbox of the day. Hope you enjoyed it. There's going to be more coming up, and if you didn't laugh at this one, that's okay. There are more that are coming up. Just be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell icon so I'll let you know whenever I have something show up, whether it's a video or a short or something like that. Come check me out on Facebook too. I'm easy to find no matter where you go. I leave a paper trail 6 miles long. Anyhow, y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time.